Hammer recoil is pretty trash, but as you can see, it's not a bad gun for sure. Good player. So hello gamers, I wasn't going to make another test place video. The last two did get 1,000 likes, which is very, very cool. However, they have added so many new conversions to the test place right now, and I was like, you know what, I'm going to rank every single new conversion in Phantom Forces, because there are some very, very interesting conversions that I want to talk about. So yeah, let's just get into it with the Beowulf ECR. This is like the second most interesting one because it is a battle rifle shotgun conversion. We have not seen this, I think, ever in the entire game. So this does 35 times 5 to 11 times 5. Has almost 300 RPM with muzzle booster. I do recommend muzzle booster on this because the recoil is not bad at all. It has decent muzzle velocity, pretty good ranges, pretty trash headshot multi, but it does 35 times 5, which means it requires 3 pellets to kill, and has a 15 round mag. At range, it does require like maybe 9 pellets to kill, so it's not very good at range. However, this is actually, for its RPM, its magazine capacity, and its damage being good, like overall, this is actually like, it's good. I don't know how to say this. It's actually good. It's weird because they were like, we're gonna nerf the shotguns, and then they're adding new shotgun conversions that are actually super good. I don't know if it's broken, but it does one shot pretty often. Like, look at this. Okay, maybe not every single time at that range, but only 5 pellets, but it does take 3 to kill, which is pretty nice. And the reload speed is this. That is pretty fast. The only like shotgun that beats this out is the AK12, and that has the 20 round drum, but it reloads slower, has less reserve ammo, does less damage, probably has worse spread, and actually shoots about the same speed. This shoots a little bit slower, and with muzzle booster it's almost the same speed, only 3 on. But I can see this being pretty viable, which is so weird because the other shotgun conversions that they've added, except for the one on the TCR, they haven't really been that good, you know? And they're nerfing shotguns, so you wouldn't expect them to be adding a good shotgun conversion at the same time that they're supposed to be nerfing the shotgun class. You'd think they wouldn't add any at all, because most of the time people are like, oh, I don't want any more shotguns in the game. There's too many shotguns. People are always complaining about the number of shotgun conversions. I don't know, man. Like, I'm always happy when there's new content, any new gun or anything, even if I'm not gonna ever use it. It's nice to have it in the game because people can use it. As long as it's not broken, you can just avoid using it, and it won't be too broken and it won't be too annoying. However, at the same time, it feels kind of pointless to add this. Like, there's a lot of shotgun conversions already. But as you guys know, I'm probably one of the most, maybe even the most positive about the game YouTuber. I just like the game. I don't know. I don't really talk down about it, even before I was content creator, you know, not like Silas is paying me off or anything. I actually like this game. But yeah, even I can concede that this feels a little bit, it's not really adding anything new to the game, but it's not a bad conversion. In fact, it's kind of good, which I'm kind of scared about, honestly, but we will see how it is in the main game. I don't know if it needs a buff or a nerf or anything. Maybe make the damage like 33, but then, I don't know, would that kind of make it completely useless? I have no idea. For our next gun, we have the TCR, which also got a duplex binary kit thing. It says it has 800 RPM. That's a lie. It does not have 800 RPM. Something in the calculations there got messed up, but basically, so it basically has a burst, right? Also, the reload is great. Like, I don't know why the magazine does that, but it's funny. This doesn't appear to actually affect your RPM. I think the binary trigger, like, messes up the RPM counter. It makes it double what it is. You can also run muzzle booster on this, but as you can see, it's a 2-round burst like this. However, it has like no burst cap at all, so you can just click as fast as you want, and it basically becomes auto, which is really cool. I feel like they shouldn't remove that. It's annoying that it's always duplex. Like, you can't use this without duplex, but maybe it would be broken. Maybe it would need to like lower damage or something, because it's basically free automatic for the gun. Because like I said, there's literally no burst cap at all, so you can just kind of a shotgun conversion. It can almost one-shot. It does about 70 a hit and has a 1.4x headshot multi, which means it can one-shot headshot, but not very far, and it requires both pellets to hit, and the spread is not amazing. Considering like TAR 21 duplex and stuff, that is probably not quite as good. At the moment, I don't think this is broken. I kind of like it in the spot where it is. Like, you can actually shoot it really fast, but as you can see, it doesn't really perform too well outside of CQC. It makes it an easier to use DMR, but has quite a bit of downsides to it. It also seems to lower recoil, but this is the most unique thing of this entire update, in my opinion. Also, if you're running muzzle booster, it doesn't really have a problem running. If they made like the damage lower but the spread better, maybe that would be better. Make it somewhat still function at range, because it really just doesn't function past like 2 studs away. You can actually shoot it faster. What? but it's kind of annoying to use it that way. But I get, honestly, default TCR is 100% going to beat out the other gun if you're pretty good, but it doesn't have the cool reload. It just has the default reload. It's such a small thing, probably isn't even an intended feature, probably a bug, but stylist, please do not remove that. It's funny. Overall, really positive on the duplex thing, because duplex is not really a shotgun. You can't really one tap like a shotgun can. But next up, we have another 2 shotgun conversions, one for the mosin and one for the obrez. The reason I didn't make a video about these is because everybody did, and I talked about them on a stream. Let's be real, they're not very good. good, but they're worth talking about. So basically, one of them does 35 times 6 to 9 times 6, and the other one does 41 times 4 to 15 times 4. So this one does more, but has less pellets, and overall it's worse. Put simply, you basically have like awful damage at range per pellet, less pellets than a normal shotgun, and it shoots pretty slow. The CQC damage per pellet is pretty good, and yeah, you can one-tap a limb, I guess, but honestly, I just wouldn't use either of these. They're just not good. Like, mosin 8mm will probably effectively one-shot more often. I mean, like, look at this. I don't know, it doesn't have the range or really good damage or tons of pellets or fast RPM or anything like that. And I'm not saying it should. I'm not saying they should get buffed. More of novelty ammo types, and I feel like they should stay that way. This way, they're not going to be like a huge problem, but you can use them if you want to. But now I'm going to shortly talk about the AK-12 battle rifle stuff and then get on to the Type 20. Because I will be talking about the Type 20, even though it doesn't have any real conversions, quote unquote. Now this does 30 to 20 and has the, oh, wow. It has a ton of initial kick. Holy. This is simple. It does pretty trash damage, and now it has like the initial burst, but it does have a torso multi. Basically, it just gives the gun a big mag, removes the burst function, and lowers recoil. I'm not going to use this. I don't feel like a ton of people are going to be running this when it hits main game. It's alright. There are reasons to use it, but the damage overall isn't very good. It does reload fast for 50 rounds, and it does have a lot of reserve ammo, but it's just not the best in my opinion. It's got some upsides, so I don't think they need to like make it any better or worse. Maybe I can check stats in a second, but at least it does have a big mag. You can fire it for a long time, and I guess that's like the advantage of a conversion on a gun that has 20 rounds. But yeah, other than that, it's not like amazing. Like, it can kill people, but it's not too bad, like I said. But then you have 12.7. I've also talked about this. It can one-shot headshot. I believe they made it reload faster. Oh yeah, definitely. Okay, they took my advice and they made it reload faster, which is nice. The problem I had with it is it had such an awful reload time, but now it's actually quite a bit better. Basically an SVU auto, but less recoil, but other than that, worse in every way. Worse RPM, worse reload time, although it might be about the same now. Worse headshot kill range, worse damage at range. I believe SVU auto does like 60 to 40, and this does about 66 to 22. So it might not even 4-shot torso all ranges, like it's mostly going to be 5-shot. At least headshots do a ton of damage. Expect like an M3A1 or SVU auto type performance, but one-shot headshot is nice, and the recoil is not too bad. If it fires BFG 50 bullets, it should have a little bit more recoil than this. Cam recoil is pretty trash, but as you can see, it's not a bad gun for sure. Good player. I was scratching my head, and that guy was just like, let me miss every single deagle shot. Alright, so for our last gun, we have the Type 20. People have talked about this before. If you guys want to know my opinions on it, it's not very good. It can 4-shot torso all ranges, 3-shot kill but not very far, and 2-shot headshot but not very far, and it shoots pretty slow for that. It's not too bad, and the recoil is pretty good. But basically on this, you have 32.29 or 223 to 21. I don't know, the recoil is not even that good. Like, it's alright, but 650 RPM and like kind of alright damage for that. I don't know, AK-74 kind of beats this thing out when you think about it. Like, same RPM, better 3-hit kill range, similar min damage. Like I said, not too bad, but 223 is probably not going to be that good on it. At least it has 120 reserves still. 25-45 sometimes makes you have only 100, but then you have extended magazine, which is a 40-round mag. AP obviously just sucks. It does have a lot of pen, but it only 3-hit kills to 15 studs, so it's not really recommended. Extended mag, you get a slower reload, slower handling, and only 80 reserve ammo. This is the problem with the MP7 extended mag, where you have no reserve ammo, and it just kind of sucks, and you do have a slower reload, but not too bad. I'm going to spoil it right now. I think drum mag is better, but this is not too bad. If you want a slightly bigger mag, but less downside, sort of, pretty good. Hollow point is actually not too bad. You get a better 3-hit kill range. You kind of lose everything about this gun that makes it special, which is headshot multi, torso multi, min damage, and you lose all of those things, but you do get a better 3-hit kill range. So, but last up, we have 60 round drum. They lowered reserve to 120, but it used to be 180. That kind of sucks, but does have that reload time, which is pretty good for 60 rounds. But let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. When I joined a lobby, a couple of people are like, this gun sucks, and a couple of people are like, this is OP, so I have no idea what the community thinks about this gun. You do have stuff like integral suppressor, which gives you 32 to 24, but better ranges, so you could 3-hit kill theoretically farther, but it's not a good deal, honestly. The recoil on this is not that good. I don't know, overall, I'm running stubby grip. I did forget one. It's Henry Big Boy conversion. This is basically a non-torso killing Henry that has a big mag, but I don't even think can headshot kill all ranges and fires faster, but like Henry 3030 does it better. Henry 3030 can still headshot kill all ranges. It reloads really, really fast and has a ton of reserve ammo and stuff, but like, this is the reload. Very, very fast. If it could headshot kill all ranges, it would be a little bit better, but as it stands, the default Henry is better. I don't expect to see this outside of like memes. It does have the very nice like sling mount. I wish the default Henry had a sling mount, but I don't expect this to be really used. But yeah, anyways, if you guys enjoyed, make sure to like and sub. Let me know what you guys think about all these conversions in the comments, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.